So I think every time Leon has come on stream, he's either played Food Chain or Esper Vial. Tonight is the
Great.
latter.
Yeah,
And new
I
card.
did
Yeah, go ahead.
for sure. It fits a little better into Esper Vial than it does into any of the other cards fit into Food Chain. I looked into this Esper Vial deck. I lost to it like 3 times in a row on a league.
It's quite popular now.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Side Norma. Thank you.
Damon says, "Oh, the monster. I forgot this was the monster. I'm loving Esper Vial. Apparition seems spicy. I agree. What's up, the monster? Sack Vista for Swamp.
Rollin just put it in the chat again. Yeah, here's hoping that we see a Sky Clave.
Yeah, so round one we saw Skyclave Apparition in Death in Texas. That was really cool.
Thanks for the clarification. I definitely did say the M.
It does look like an M when it's really tiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's Side Norna.
Oh yeah.
Leon's got a brainstorm.
Yep.
And that Cabal Therapy getting the Meddling Mage. It's a great name.
Yeah, great, great. Now I did put deck lists in the spreadsheet just because Leon was able to
Yeah.
watch a few rounds. Um,
Yeah.
it's just a little unfair, but Meddling Mage seems like the right pick there. Meddling Mage is pretty dangerous in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Meddling Mage is one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, and it was one of the winning. What did you got it? You got the player got to design it, right? For winning a huge tournament. I love those. Snapcaster Mage is another one of those.
Yep, yep.
Solemn Simulacrum,
It was called
I
the
think.
Player Invitational back in the day.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Now they make the card um, for the world champion. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you do? Oh, but you do you get to design the card as a world
I
champion
don't know if
again?
you are just in the art or if you design it or both.
Right. But that's great either way.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely in the art because what's his name? Javier Dominguez was in the art for Fervent Champion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Baleful Strix.
Belfast Strix. Um, okay. Counter on Vial. I'm trying to make it so
Leon
everybody
has
can
the same
see.
dice that I do.
Oh, really? Which
Yeah,
dice are
I
they?
love
Just
those
some like?
dice.
Are they just like some basic dice?
They're like it's a rainbow set that you could get, and I just love that it said the numbers instead of the dots.
Oh, okay. I don't see his dice.
So the
Oh, I
hardest
see
one to
it.
see is
Yeah.
3, because the 3 is yellow. And
Right.
I know that because I've been playing with them for years, but everyone else is like, what?
Yeah, I've seen those before. Probably from Leon.
Hmm.
Leon's got altars.
Yeah. I
That
like the
swamp is nice.
brainstorms.
So when you see these, because you're doing altars most often to extend the art, right? Is that the most often requested thing?
Yeah. Yeah. In general, that's the most common thing I do. I
So when
do a
you,
lot of it, probably 50%.
yeah, it's a high percent just in general, like whatever market is out there for people altering cards. Most of the time they're extending the art.
Hmm.
So now Wizards
Hmm.
is extending the art of
I
cards
know.
for you. So what do you think of that? What is your opinion of that?
Yeah.
What
Well, on the one hand, I was like, dude, we've been doing this for years. Like altruists have been doing this for years. Like let us have our small little thing. On the other hand, um, I well, when they first did the box toppers that came out on top of, I can't even remember what, the one that was like a catastrophe, they just like stretched the art to expand.
Okay.
But now they're actually doing new art in the edges. So I actually have a World Wake Jace that I'm altering to look like the art from the most recent box topper, which I think is just fun and silly. And I think it's fine
Okay.
because it's not particularly fulfilling artistically to do. It's like a challenge to do border extensions because you're spending a lot of your time mixing and matching and just trying to match and match what you see in the original art. So it's more of an exercise than it is an artistic challenge. Like I'm really looking forward to. I get to cover up a Force of Will within the next week and make my own art on the Force of Will, and that's really exciting. And I'm doing a Luke Skywalker and it's a
Oh, nice.
trap, whatever his name is.
Admiral Akbar, yeah.
Admiral Akbar. And those are exciting. But it's really fun to do the extensions, though. It's just so, fulfilling to have the card look so, I don't know, full bleed. I just think the full bleed is amazing. So I know that was not really an answer.
No, it was definitely an answer. It was definitely an answer. It was what I was going for. And like the watery grave that you just showed, that's what I feel like cards should look like. Like, very
Right?
art like what's the word I'm looking for?
Mhm.
Like just art all over the place rather than having a trim like a baseball card has. That's kind of outdated.
Yeah.
Um, ooh, a
So
question
Meddling
for you in chat.
Mage is naming Bolas' Citadel. Seems correct.
Yep.
Roland, I actually for the first time turned down Alter because I didn't think I was going to be able to do it justice, and this was more because I know how hard this art style is. Somebody reached out to me recently, and I can't remember who, and I was very flattered. They wanted me to do a full playset and to do a portrait of their child, wife, cat, I think, and another one. I can't quite remember. But I'm not a portrait artist. That is a skill that I know you can study in and learn how to do. And then to be a portrait artist on a teeny tiny little card,
Yeah.
um, I actually turned that one down. But I did refer them to somebody else who I know does portraits and I know can totally nail it. But I don't have those skills right now. It was you, Jebediah. Sorry, Jebediah. I hope you
Oh.
were able to get.
How funny is that if
um,
somebody here? Um,
I kind of thought might be someone here.
no, you know
And I
what?
think it's an amazing project.
Hmm.
I just know that I haven't studied portraiture, so I don't want to mess that up because it's so important to do that correctly.
Good on you because a lot of artists would just like take any gig and do a terrible job and hope that the customer is fine with it, but you are committed to high quality. So you said, all right, this is not what I do. This is not something I feel like I can um,
Hmm.
do an outstanding job doing because it's not the exact thing that I'm into doing.
Yeah.
Um, so good on you. Nothing to feel bad
So
about.
I hope you find it, Jebediah. I think it's an amazing project. And yeah, one of these days I'll learn how to do portraits. So a little bit of background on me. My dad is a artist, like
Hmm.
professionally trained, went to school for art. So that's why I'm not just self-trained. Like that's the danger, right? Of getting training is like you know what a difference it is to have and not have training. When you're just self-taught, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Not to
yeah, that's so true.
disparage self-taught people. I feel bad by saying that.
That's the
The
Stormcaller,
card that
Seagate
Phil.
Stormcaller.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I am going to be doing human faces shortly because I have a Luke Skywalker that I'm doing. So now I got to make Mark Hamill look like Mark Hamill. But I'm hoping the whole scene will help me out a little bit. And I'm doing it in a slightly cartoony style. Oh, good, Jebediah. I'm glad.
So
Yeah.
Soul Herder's here, and you're gonna start blinking that Recruiter of the Guard. Already
Yeah,
searched
this is
up
the whole engine
the
of the deck.
the apparition.
Excellent. Right. So this I feel like is everything that the Esper Vial deck is trying to build up to get a nice, solidly protected Soul Herder, usually vialed in, and a Recruiter of the Guard to just control. It's almost like a control deck.
Yeah, it is very much like a control prison-y deck. Um, People see, like newer players to Magic, see a deck with a lot of creatures, and they assume, oh, this is an attacking with my creatures and kill my opponent deck.
Sure.
But there's a lot more going on with this deck. This is a deck that tries to lock you out of the game, in effect, using creatures
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
important abilities. Um, you'll see in the list cards like Peacekeeper, um, Meddling Mage. Um,
Which I believe is in hand right now with the Peacekeeper.
yeah. Anyway, everybody gets the idea, I'm sure. But this deck has a lot of control elements. Attacking comes later.
And I need to remind myself exactly what Peacekeeper does because I don't see it. During your upkeep, yeah, Peacekeeper maybe is not as effective here.
No, it's not effective in this matchup for sure. Oh, Peacekeeper in hand, yeah. And Venser. Nice. Yeah, Venser Caracas
Yeah.
Vial. Yeah. That's just disgusting, honestly. We've seen Leon play this deck before on stream, and obviously anybody who's seen Esper Vial decks in action would have seen this as well. But the locks this deck can get you into can be really hard to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't even have to
Yeah, it was
attack with their
definitely one of those
creatures.
decks that I was losing to. I was like, should I just play this deck? I keep losing to it.
Yeah. I've never played as Esper Vial, but apparently it's a very hard deck to play. And it seems like it.
Yeah.
It's very hard to play
Mm-hmm.
against. That much I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Opponent just keeps presenting you with a puzzle every turn.
Right.
Those decks are
And
hard
if
to
you can
navigate.
blow up those vials and kill their blinkers, absolutely. That is those are the key engine cards.
Yep.
Storm is up to 7 over on Phil's side.
Yep.
Oh boy. So now we're counting those lives again. Phil doesn't have enough dice. So we're up to 40.
Oh, he's up to 40?
Not
Okay.
quite to 50.
Getting
Doesn't
close.
seem like he has any more cards in hand. Hi, welcome. We
Hey,
got a
what's up,
raid
everybody?
coming on in.
Anzi, thanks for the raid.
Anzi's MTG.
Honorug, you're the man. Welcome, everybody. Round 3 of our Paper Legacy Zendikar Rising show. The man with a plan is here. Annalise is here. Twinless Twin.
Excellent. Hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Leon's going to combat. Coming in for 5, going down to 35. Still, I mean, Esper Vial can get them beats in, no doubt. And he did Venser away the oh my gosh. What
What's
was
that?
the
Which one?
he ventured away the artifact, which I never remember because it doesn't get played that often. Aether
Oh.
Flux Reservoir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was looking at Leon's board and I was confused about what you were asking.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Well, Twinless Twin MTG, we play Paper Magic here on 90s MTG on Mondays and Wednesdays. And today we're featuring new cards from Zendikar Rising.
Yes, we've seen some wacky brews tonight and some normal stuff like Death in Texas. I think we're seeing Death in Texas again next round if Jason is still
Hmm.
awake. I saw Jason in chat. I know he's still here.
Yeah. This is webcam magic. We are not in person right now.
Yep. Social distancing magic. Some sort of either deck.
But yeah, for sure. Mainly focus on, I would say, legacy, but all eternal formats are welcome. We're gonna get Pauper one of these days. That's what I keep fighting for.
On the stream, hell yeah. I'd love to do Popper. Maybe if we hit a bingo on Wednesday, folks.
I appreciate the NPR reference. I also know that my mic is very tuned to my voice because I'm a former sound engineer in a previous life.
Comes in handy now.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse because I'm a teacher and there's lots of AV issues in teaching now these days, and they always are like,
Oh
"Hey,
yeah, I'm
can you
sure.
help me with this?"
Are you
Yes,
100%
I
remote,
can.
or are you
I
still
am 100% remote,
okay?
as you
Yeah.
can see. These are my pile of instruments in the background.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. People want to see all kinds of formats on this channel. Um,
Yeah.
Pre-modern still somehow keeps winning polls at least once a month. We have a weekly poll to decide what format we play on Mondays. Today's a special Monday though because we're doing Zendikar Rising previews. That's a whole other story. But usually
Yeah.
the audience picks what format we're playing on Mondays, and pre-modern, the pre-modern crowd is killing it.
So we had quite a bit happen just then, but the long story short is Flickerwiss happened, and it got
Yeah,
a Recruiter of the Guard and another Soul Herder, which is pretty much a little too much for Phil to overcome. So he's gonna scoop.
you could have
Yeah.
that new enchantment in play that makes them bounce a land whenever they play another land. Although
Oh,
that would only be the
yeah.
that
That
would,
blue one,
yeah,
Merfolk is thinking about putting that one in.
yeah. I don't know. That was just like a card that popped in my head.
Hmm.
That might not be that good. Confounding Conundrum. Yes.
Thank you, Roland. Yes.
We played plenty of
That
time,
one
says Serge.
seems
Wow.
like
Which one?
no, the Confounding Conundrum is a card that I think there are lots of ways to abuse, I guess. Oh, and
There's the
here's the
Wasteland.
waste. Turn one waste.
Oh,
We
wow.
got there.
Well, looks like Jason looks right, and I'm wrong. Jason wins again. Oh, yeah, he had two Wastelands
Cerebral
made
Fox,
that.
that's
That's true.
fair. Oh, okay. There was already a wasteland. We'll never
Yeah,
know then.
I forgot about that. Well, we'll ask later if the Wastelands came in. I got excited.
Hmm.
Brainstorm.
Well, Snowlands are out of modern now, so that's possibly a place where that card could flourish. Well, they're not exclusively out of modern. I just mean no more Astrolabe.
Yeah. Enigma Machine is here. Says this set seems to have a lot of cards that are highly interesting for Legacy, but can't tell if they're unplayable or busted with no middle ground. Yeah, I think everyone feels that way.
Hmm.
I think it remains to be determined. In my research on before last Wednesday's stream for uh, something we were talking about, I forgot. But anyway, Zendikar sets: Zendikar, World Wake, Rise of the Eldrazi, Battle for Zendikar, and Oath of the Gatewatch. These sets have an insane amount of cards that are played in Legacy. So it would just be on theme if half the Zendikar Rising set is playable.
Uh-oh, we've got Bolas's Citadel named with Meddling Mage and maybe Phil being brainstorm locked.
Yep.
maybe.
Bolas' Citadel on the
Yeah,
Meddling Mage is
Cabal
great.
Therapy. Going for Forcible on the name.
Okay. Pretty good hand. It's got Recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
He's got another Mage, which is really annoying for Phil.
Yeah. Lotus Petal. That is not a second land to follow it up, which, sort of is the third land. Dark Rit.
Ooh.
Ooh. Cruel
Okay.
Bargain. The spicy card out of the sideboard. Losing half his life and drawing 4 cards. And hopefully a land.
Yeah, I hope so. There you go.
There we go.
Nope. Storm is 2. Let's see.
Storm is 2. Yeah, gotta keep track.
Okay, it looks like he's passing.
Hand again.
Yep. So the set after Zendikar has always broken Magic a wee bit. Huh.
Oh. That is quite the deep thought. I mean, I'm really excited for Kaldheim because of the flavor of it. Now, I know we kind of went overboard with the Once Upon a Time fairy tale theme in Throne
Oh,
of Eldraine,
mm-hmm.
but I think Kaldheim could kind of do the same thing with this Norse gods. Right? That's the one that's doing the Norse theme
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and go like really flavorful. And sometimes when they go too flavorful, they go too broken, but we'll see.
Another Meddling
I
Mage.
think Throne Throne of Eldraine being this Doomsday on it, fairy tale kind of theme was really appealing to new players, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And um, kind of brought a lot of tropes and fantasy elements to Magic that for some reason just didn't exist before, like mice and stuff. Like, why do we not have
Right.
mice? Like, this is just
Right.
completely
Why did we
arbitrary
not
to
have the
leave them out.
Gilded Goose already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, Brainstorm with a fetch on the battlefield feels okay, but hopefully Phil's going to see his sideboard cards like Echoing Truth would be amazing. Get rid of these meddling mages.
Yes, Enigma Machine, I completely agree. They should keep trying to break the game. At least, the mechanics, whatever. New mechanics, new ideas. I love it. By the
Yeah,
way,
absolutely.
the thing I'm most hoping for, and this is completely against everything I stand for, usually, but I'm hoping for Kaldheim having some really cool, interesting snow hate cards. Things that punish
Yeah,
people for running snow
I really
permanents.
like that idea. I really like that idea, but I think they're also going to have to put snow in the set as well,
Probably.
and
Yeah.
then also snow hate. And that makes me nervous because like snow can get too OP too quickly, but I'm also of the opinion like you that I want the game designers to keep pushing, and I am more a fan of push the envelope and then do more immediate bans because that to me feels less bad than doing pushing, and then letting it be really unfun to play for a while and then banning.
Yeah, we shall see.
But that's very contentious. All right, Phil is got 2 meddling mages swinging in at him, which would put him down to 4. Nope, would put him down to 3 because of math.
Yep.
Mjolnir, for sure.
Oh, he blocks one, obviously. Yeah. Why didn't we see that? Yeah. Whoops.
Oh, okay. I think
All
my
right.
video
Another meddling
froze
mage.
for a second. No. Oh, as a combo player, this hurts.
Yep. And I'm also curious to see with back to Zendikar Rising, what cards, which we were talking about earlier,
Hmm.
they'll reveal in the commander set. Could be some legacy
Yeah.
playable cards
And
in
those are
there.
going to be, right. They're going to be legacies playable, so
And then
at the very least, it's an opportunity for reprints, which I'm a big fan of.
folks, tap the brakes on thinking about Kaldheim just for a second. Commander Legends is coming out at the end of this year, and that'll probably have legacy cards in it too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or reprints.
Yeah, more reprints. Yeah, Phil's really low on life, folks. Really low on life.
Yeah. Could Toxic Deluge for 2. Here we go.
All right.
Ooh,
It
but in
happened.
response, Leon's gonna fetch.
Yep. Forgotten Realms set. What's that? Is that the D&D?
I I'm really not sure, actually. I hope so.
I that sounds like it would be the D&D set. Okay, yeah, it
Okay,
is.
cool.
What's up, Raced? How's it going?
I think the D&D set is going to be very flavorful and hopefully a really fun draft format, but I'm not sure it's gonna. I anticipate it not really offering very much beyond that, but I think that's totally fine.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, looks like Toxic Deluge is resolving, I think.
I believe so.
So we got a brainstorm. Ooh, Force of Will pitching Venser. Just kidding.
So when they announced Core Set 21 back in
Mm,
2019, they announced Core Set
mm-hmm.
21 and they said it had a new product called Jumpstart. And they didn't really talk about the core set. So it's possible we might get a core set just like we did this year, and then another product that's a D&D set.
Oh, right. That'd be
That's
sweet.
what I understood from the situation. Did Phil take the 2? Okay. Yeah, good catch. Good catch, Jason. Let's just tune into the players just for a
Do you
second,
pay
Catherine.
more life?
I
Okay.
need to get out of this.
What's up, guys? Did you pay life for the Toxic Deluge?
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
Okay.
Oh okay.
All right. That always happens as soon as I tune into the players, one of them curses.
Of course. All right,
All right,
GG's.
Leon got it.